We are back in Dade County this morning, and I am in a very, very happy place where I could linger all day. We are at Glass Farm Nursery talking with Devin and Tyler, and we are going to get you working in your yard right now and getting you planning for the year to come in 2025. So great to see you both.
Nice to see you.
I think the kind of joke around town has been, are we ever going to see cold weather?
I know.
We're all kind of crossing our fingers that we do and that we don't. Great time of year to plant.
It is an awesome time to get out and enjoy this amazing weather. The plants love it. It cools them down, gives them a break. They just are ready to look beautiful.
I have had a good time, Tyler, walking through your inventory here. You've got a great selection of vegetables, obviously the pansies and the cabbages and all the things that people want this time of year. But you're getting inventory in pretty frequently to keep it fresh. Is that right?
Weekly, sometimes multiple times a week. We just want to have as many varieties available as possible, and so, you know, you can't buy it if you don't have it here. So,
right.
You know what I mean?
Y'all are able to do something a little bit unique. Glass Farm Nursery has been here since 1970.
Yeah, that's correct.
So people locally have known about it, but you've kind of broadened your reach in a way with this new ownership that you have with Servscape. What is that?
So Servscape is an online garden center, and one thing that's different than like this garden center where everything's here, you can just, at home on your computer, have access to all of this plant material because we just list availabilities from our whole network of growers online, and then they order it, it gets delivered to one of our switch yards, and then you get farm fresh plants delivered right to your door.
Okay, one of the things that I'm very intrigued by, I'm a big gardener, I love it, but it's like going out to eat and your eyes are bigger than your stomach, that old joke.
Oh yes.
So I will have fun, think about, ooh, I want to plant this and this and this, but you can either overplant or underplant and it doesn't turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
With this online ability, people can send you like images and dimensions and y'all will create an idea for them?
Yeah, it's called a vision concept plan, and it's really awesome. You just take a picture of, like, let's say you didn't like the front, entrance to your house. You take a picture of it, upload it online, you answer a questionnaire, and then within 24 to 48 hours, you'll get a picture back with the plants on there, photoshopped in, and a plant list. So kind of give you a plan to know how much you're going to have to do, how much you're going to spend, and everything like that.
It's not an inexpensive hobby.
No, it's not.
Gardening. Would you agree, Tyler?
I agree.
And I think you can't be a real gardener without trying a few things that fall apart.
Exactly.
And you have to
That's
move
the way you
things
learn.
around.
Yes.
But you don't want to do that for a huge landscaping job. So like you mentioned, the front entrance to your house, you want that to look right.
Yes.
Things to think about, though, are things like, do you want things to be evergreen? Do you want it to die down?
Yep. And that's where a designer really can help someone who doesn't necessarily have all that knowledge to make sure they have enough evergreen stuff. So you have your pretty hydrangeas that bloom and are breathtaking, but you don't want sticks just in front of your house. You got to have some like boxwoods or hollies or something around it.
If you are the person who's thinking, gee, I want something to give as a gift maybe this season, but I want it to have a flower on it, you've got a gregreat selection of camellias.
Oh yeah, lots of camellias. And we've got the really nice Ice Angel series that do well up here in the cold. I know some people are worried about camellias and it being too cold for them up here, but the Ice Angel series is a super cold hardy camellia, and we've got a great selection of them.
Okay, so I was talking a little bit off camera, so Tyler, I'm going to throw this one to you, because back again with the Servscape ability, you're able to buy things, as I understand it, from growers who are local. So these zones you're talking about, it's guaranteed to work in your yard because it's already been grown in soil like yours.
The plants are climate acclimated, they're grown here, they're used to this environment. And that's what works. If you buy plants from out of state, your chances of success dramatically drop because they're not grown here. They're not used to the climate. So,
do people ever come to you and say, I want to have a green thumb, but I seem to have a black one?
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
And so do you kind of ease them into something to try?
It is, yeah. You want to give them something a little more, not the hardest plant, and something that they're going to be successful with that doesn't necessarily need as much care, because you kind of develop. You're growing a beautiful garden, but you got to develop that love for it. And once you have it, I mean, you just can't get rid of it.
So I'm from Atlanta. We're all three kind of from Atlanta, we learned. But I went down to see my best friend a couple of Christmases ago, and I brought her a Christmas cactus. I think it was more of a Thanksgiving cactus, but you get the point.
Yeah.
And Lisa said, oh, Julie, I can't keep anything alive. All throughout the last 2 years, doesn't matter what time of the year, she'll send me a picture.
Oh my gosh, really?
She's been able to keep
awesome.
alive.
I love it.
So never give up,
Yes,
right? And y'all are going to have a selection of those.
We are are gonna probably the week of Thanksgiving we'll be getting in poinsettias, Christmas cactus, amaryllis, paper whites. So we'll have a good selection in our greenhouse over here of nice Christmas festive things.
In terms of planning ahead for 2025, you can plant any time of year here?
Yes, you can plant here year round as long as the ground isn't frozen. You can plant here year round. When you're doing that, you really want to get like trees and dormant plants in the ground, because when they're just sticks, they're asleep, and you want them in the ground where they're going to be. So when they wake up and push out all those new leaves, they get all that root growth down there. And when you get that root growth, that helps you to not have to water as much throughout the year.
Is soil testing important?
Yes, it is.
We have clay,
We do have clay.
so
but
we need to amend it.
amend it for sure. So we've got a couple great planting mixes over there to amend the soil, help with drainage. Because with the clay, that's the problem with the clay is we'll get no rain for a month like we just had, and then just a
Right.
gully washer. So and then it just sits there like a pot. So
In terms of your hours, do y'all change your hours with the winter?
we do.
Yep, 10 to 5 right now. We'll be closing shop December 14th.
Oh.
And then we'll be closed for a few months and we'll open back up in March.
Oh, then all the more reason for you to hurry. But if you are wanting to make those plans, can you do that in the winter months?
You can. Oh yeah, and they can still go to Surfscape. Surfscape will still be open, so if they still want plants in the winter,
Okay.
they'll still be able to do Surfscape. We'll
Okay.
be open. We're only closed the week of Christmas to New Year's, but other than that, we'll be open doing plant delivery. So if people still want plant delivery and they want plants and they can't come here and get them, we can still get them farm fresh.
And
stuff.
real quick before I let you run, I know you're here in Trenton, but y'all service like even into Alabama and
We do.
Chattanooga.
Huntsville, Nashville, Chattanooga.
Okay.
It's
Rome.
pretty.
And all the brands you know, Monrovia,
Yep.
Southern Living, Proven Winners, all of it.
Yep, that's all on Surfscape. So it's a pretty cool concept.
I'm in my happy place.
There
I'm
you
going to
go.
keep shopping. Here's where you'll find them. It's Glass Farm Nursery. There's their address on your screen. Come shop, catch them while you can, and your yard's going to be the prettiest one in the neighborhood. Yay!
Awesome.
That was
Sweet.
fun.